Co-op TV goes to Sangi in Lapu Lapu City harong pagsaksi sa usa ka mapuslanon, mahinungdanon. And at this point, mabungahon gyud kaayo nga training program nga gipasiugdahan sa ACDI in coordination with the well-respected and internationally accredited Emergency Rescue Unit Foundation, ERUF. And here with us today is the lead trainer of the Collapse Structure Search and Rescue CSSR nga waylain kundili ang atong higala si Mr. Medardo Batsi Batilier. Bats, good morning to you, and so good to have you on Co-op TV. Tell us what is happening here. One of the first CSSR initiated by a cooperative.
Unas tanan, no? We appreciated much labi na ning initiative sa cooperative nga this is the first time nga nahitabo nga naay disaster preparedness and response program nga gi-initiate siya og cooperative. In fact, kanini ang klase sa course kaning CSSR dili ni basta-basta mao tanaw ta even other agencies maglisod sila pagpadagan tungod sa cost ani niya. Pero tungod sa forceful kayo nga initiative sa ACDI tungod gusto nila nga naay mga responders pod sa ilahang cooperative. Ila jung gibuhat nalipay kay mi nga naay cooperative ngayon ani bitaw nga nag-initiate og mga courses ngayon ani for response, preparation and response.
So tell us unsay overview gyud ani nga course Bats.
Yes ma'am, dugay na siya nga course, started 1992 pero dito pa rin sa mga Latin American region until it came sa atua sa Southeast Asian regions pagka 1998. Then the pilot course was done in 2000. It was held in Chiang Mai, Thailand, and 5 of us from the Philippines, 5 ka Pilipino gipada. We were lucky to be part of it. And then gi-develop ta together with the mentors katong mga Americans katong sa Miami-Dade Task Force 1. So sila mo'y nag-coach na to all the way nga nahimo ta nila nga instructors good. And some of us nahimo mga monitors, nahimo mga coordinators. So we were nagtuyok sa Southeast Asia para anini ang mga course kanini ang course sa CSSR.
Kanang brief lang description sa course Bats.
Now, day 1 sa parte ani nga course, no, day 1 nag-check tas tanan mga participant ilang health hasta ilang mga protection, ilang personal protection. Then nagsugod tag mga organization unsaon pag-organize sa team, and then ato silang gi-introduce sa mga construction materials nga common kayo nga gigamit sa ato ang setting kay aron in kaso mo'y ma-encounter og naay mga collapse makahibaw sila kung saan pag-approach. Din gitudluan sa nato sila pagpasabot parte aning mga marking systems kaning makita ninyo diha sa props, no, naay mga marks aron mo fit ta sa international standard. Unya gitudluan nato sila pinaka-importante kayo kaning operational safety kay mag-unsa man ning mga rescuers ug mahimo sang victims. Then searching and locating sa mga victims muna siya until pagka Saturday niabot ta sa tools, equipment and accessories. Gibansay-bansay na to sila unsaon pag-handle sa mga tools and equipment nga gamiton. And then pagka 8 na katong gahapon moto atong rescue strategies and techniques unsaon pag-remove rubble, unsaon pag-penetrate og naay mga condition nga angay nga sudlon nya unsaon pag-breach sa mga klase nga surfaces nga to ang masugatan. So if you will observe karon nata sa day number 5 nagsugod na sa taog kanang unsaon pag-prop up, pag-shore sa kanang mga areas nga unstable nga gusto tang mo access. So far pa mao pa ni siya, and then tomorrow we'll be doing another schedule which is lifting and stabilizing loads. Then prior to the final exercise natahimuon nga pre-hospital treatment exercise pud para nila.
And we have the chairman here of ACDI. Unsay thoughts nimo sir aning atong programa karon?
This is a quite an expensive capacity building exercise and training. ang ACDI as a cooperative has embarked on this, knowing that a lot of organizations, a lot of LGUs, for that matter, has organized certain aspects of rescue capability and other training, but we found out that there's a gap in this kind of capacity building training. Very few organizations have conducted this and having plans of conducting one. So we feel, as a practitioner of rescue efforts during our active days, it runs in our blood. It is in the DNA of ACDI to find ways and build up capability for our people to respond to calamities. So ngayon, everybody is agog with what's going on in Manila. They're preparing for that big bang, that big thing. But we felt that there is something amiss. So yeah, if that would really happen, and I happen to be a participant of various tabletop exercises with our foreign counterparts at J5 in JHQ, we have seen the magnitude of the catastrophe that is going to strike us if the big thing will happen. So I feel that ACDI has to level up, step up, and provide some of this capability to respond. And this is one of the training which we feel could be provided by ACDI. So we asked around and we found out that we have a very good partner here in Cebu. I think all throughout the Philippines, ERUF is number one in terms of capacity to conduct the training. Its international accreditation, exposure, lends itself to the fact na sila ang makapaghatag og maayo nga training on collapse structure search and rescue. So we ask the assistants of ERUF how to prepare for that, and what kind of trainees na amo ang kuhaon, so that we will have a very rewarding and very capable standby force. And why in Cebu? Why in Lapu Lapu na ang kuan nila sa Manila man ang most likely probable? When that thing will happen in Manila, we don't want it to happen, but if that eventuality comes into fruition, ang Manila will be very much hard up in generating the response capability. So it should come from other places. So Cebu could be a very good one. We have C-130s just a few kilometers away. Ma-airlift ni sila. So mo na nga gisugdan na mo diri sa Cebu, and then next year we plan to hold one in Manila. Then later on we cascade it to Clark, Cagayan de Oro. We have 2 students here from Cagayan de Oro, so they will be the core group when we conduct one in Cagayan de Oro also.
So when is the best time, sir, to get participants from the co-op sector? I understand nga kining profile karon sa ato mga participants gikan man gyud ni sa communities sa military, no, and probably in the PNP, the reservist nga corps. Kano sa akha ni sir nga kana makaambit usab ang mga taga-kooperatiba?
Sa Manila muna imong buhaton. We will still get a portion, probably 30% coming from the military, but the rest, 60 to 70%, should come from the co-op sector. Probably last week we inaugurated our building in Taguig, and nahibawan ni Mayor Lani Cayetano. So, and I told her na we are going to bring that training here in Taguig. So that's where our we have a lot milotes at dito. So we're going to conduct that course next year there in Taguig. So sabi niya, ang iyang giingon nga, Moapil mi ana, they will send a delegation, and then that will be a very good partnership with LGU, the cooperative sector, ACDI, and the military. We feel that kami nakasabot gyud sa magnitude at saka the need for such a capability to be built, boosted up. So, muna mong ipamili. So, pwede ming magkwanda sa mga ubang klaseng rescue, but other organizations can easily do that. Kini, it requires resources. It requires your ability to pull the trainees who will be still around when the call comes in. Dili tanan are ready for that. So, we feel that we have addressed a gap in our capacity building process.
At this juncture, we'll have a conversation with General Tito Gamad. He sits in the board of directors of ACDI, and I understand, sir, that you are also a professional practitioner of this training.
Yes, this is one of the items that ACDI is actually getting into because of the many incidents that's happening around the country, and we've noticed that not a lot of organizations are going into this. Even the local government units there are only very few who are going into this activity, and this is one thing that ACDI thinks that can get into and help the local government units coming up with organizations like this. So
ito na yung sinasabi ni General Yanto na gap, no, in the system, na hindi pa masyadong alam or hindi conversant ang mga LGUs tungkol dito.
yes, even in Metro Manila, we have noticed that wala pa masyadong engaged na local government units in this kind of training, and we are lucky that we have got in touch with ERUF. This is a joint venture between ERUF and ACDI, and hopefully this is the first time that ACDI has undergone this training with ERUF, and we hope to duplicate this in some areas of the country, preferably in Luzon, because this is the first that we have chosen this Cebu to be the first part where we will conduct this kind of activity, because maybe if something happens somewhere here in Mindanao and Visayas, ito yung team that can respond to it. And in Luzon, if we will be also doing this kind of activity, prefer to respond in any eventuality in Luzon area.